Hey you guys, it's your Tika, and this is Tika time. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you subscribe. If you didn't, do it now. That way, more people can see me and love me, and I can love them back. That's what this life is about. Loving each other. Okay, I have something really important to talk about today. And it is the fact that it is okay to be down or depressed. I just want to give you three ways, to help yourself when you are in a down and depressed mood, okay? And I want you, it's not obviously, I'm not gonna tell you like do this every time, but you have to also kind of think about what those healthy coping habits would be, all right? So, but that's kind of like the three big areas of how I want you to approach the situation when you're not feeling your best. We are all human beings. We are going to feel things. That's the lovely part of being human. You know, the empathy that we have, which we too often don't give to ourselves. In elementary school, they did this character counts thing. Lovely, okay? I loved it. It was all the great things to value about humanity. And it was really to share it with others. Like, your character counts for others. This is like, just boggles my mind. I really don't understand. The one thing that's missing is that your character counts also for yourself. You have to be your own best friend. Why not give yourself all of those wonderful character traits that you were taught from a very young age? So again, you're a real person. Yeah, you are. Pinch, pinch, okay? You're a real person. You're just as real as everybody else. Why don't you treat yourself well? Why you would give a friend the empathy? You would give your friend understanding. Like when they do something, you know, maybe make the wrong decision, or, you know, they make the wrong choice in life. You would have empathy. You would try to say something that's supportive, right? So why don't you do that for yourself? You are your number one friend, and you share a body with your friend. It's like you have this spiritual soul, and then you have this computer in your brain, and you're trying to like mesh them together. That's literally what a human being is. It's okay to make mistakes. That's what we're here for, is to learn. Learn to be a better person, not only for others, but for yourself. If you keep that at the forefront of why you exist on this planet, you will not be telling yourself you should have known better. Because if you made a decision and it was wrong, you didn't know better. It's okay to be down and depressed. Let yourself feel it. Let yourself feel it. Sometimes people might be the other way and act like, you know, maybe you are to your friend, maybe too much of, oh, it's okay, it's no big deal. You know, just, you know, whatever. They were the ones that were wrong, and they were the ones that were, you know, made you say that or whatever. You know, like that victim blaming people for what you did. That kind of friend is also not helpful, because then you're not allowing that person to change. Now, let me just remind you, being down and depressed is okay. Hurting yourself or somebody else is not, all right? That is just in the Bible. Thou shalt not hurt. I'm making that up. So the whole feeling down is actually a good opportunity for growth. Let yourself feel down and depressed and learn from it. You know, write down some notes. Be like, okay, you know what? I know what triggered that. I know what triggered that response that I gave to that person, let's say. And I am going, why don't I like journal other options or other words or sentences or, you know, whatever ways you could have replied to that person. First and foremost, before you ever open your mouth, take a deep breath, okay? Make sure you're calm and you're not emotional, because if you're emotional and you're breaking glass, I'm just telling you, glass is so hard to clean up. And I'm saying breaking glass because it's kind of like there is this film, you know, kind of like glass. It's thin between you and another person, and you and yourself, your computer brain and your soul, and you need to respect that, okay? And when you don't respect that, you are going to feel even more lousy about yourself. And it's, again, okay. It's okay that you did that, because we're just learning. But, you know, you don't want to keep doing that. So how are we going to move on from this? Number one, journal. Write down other ways you could have replied to that person. Number two, you have to have great, comfortable, healthy coping mechanisms, okay? Now, for example, my coping is, I love to be cozy. I'm literally usually in my pajamas, like all the time. You know what I do? I have perfected the art of wearing pajamas that don't look like pajamas, so I can just roll out of bed and like go. My, you know, coping is like, I get into comfy clothes, I grab a blanket and a pillow and a cup of tea. I love having a cup of tea. It's warm, it makes me feel comforted. And I put on like my favorite movie, something that makes me laugh. Now please, my gosh, with all the choices out there on Netflix, do not watch a drama that's going to make you fester with emotion even more, okay? You need a good laugh. Just go for a nice, like a romantic comedy or a comedy, just something that's very light and refreshing to your soul, okay? Because you are, remember, you're trying to bring yourself up. You don't want to pull yourself back down. Now, if you don't know what those movies are, I will make you guys a compilation of my favorite movies that are awesome pick-me-up movies. And I'm sure like they're dated, but they're good ones. If you've got more, oh my gosh, I would love for you to share in that video, like your favorite pick-me-up movies, you know, and then we can cross-generationally share. Okay, number two is the coping. So we got to find healthy ways to cope, all right? And that is something that you need to explore and think about, like what you love to do. You know, it could be painting your nails, cutting, filing, painting your nails. If you're a guy, maybe you like playing video games, you know. I actually loved playing video games too when I was younger. It just kind of takes your mind away, you know, but don't get obsessive. It's the fight I have with my children, my boys, all the time. No, you got to limit yourself. So the coping thing, yeah, it's not 2 movies or, you know, 3 hours of video games. You got to find like a good, happy time to be done, a limit, okay? So, you know, like an hour and a half to 2 hours, I think is a good amount of time. And then number 3, what is my number 3? Talking to someone, all right? After you have written some stuff down, after you have spent some time making yourself feel comfy and cozy, and you know what, your parents or your best friends might be like, hey, what's wrong? What's wrong? What are you doing? Like, come talk to me. Be like, hang on, I just need to get out. I just need to kind of relax a little bit. How about that? Just say, I need to relax a little bit. And I just need to laugh a little bit and kind of just, you know, become more light in this situation. Because if you do the talking before the making it light, You also, my friend, are going to be too emotional and too much of the icky that you already feel. I'm just telling you, put a buffer in between writing things down and talking to somebody, okay? So the third thing, find somebody to talk to. Number 1, 2 people are your parents, okay? You must start forging a relationship, a really good friendship with your parents if you don't already have one. They have an ability to recognize things in you that comes from experience. If you do have bio parents that you live with, you literally have their DNA. So most likely what's wrong with you is wrong with them. But they have like 20 plus years of experience living in their DNA. You need to make sure that you're tapping into that knowledge, because knowledge, my friends, helps you make better decisions in life. Understanding yourself better gives you that knowledge, and understanding that where you've come from and the people that you're around and who you're learning from will add to all of that. Yes. What do you need? Okay, subscribe, share, and love me. I'm always here to love you. Write comments. I think it'd be great if you guys were to share like some coping mechanisms that you guys use, you know, and we can share that amongst each other and get more ideas of how to be more loving with ourselves and how to manage our icky feelings. Okay, bye. Say bye.
Bye.
Have a great weekend, you guys. Bye.